よし。えーっと、会社で産地を削られてるので、転職しようと思います。難易度は、ヒントが表示される、表示されない。俺の角だったら、判定モードでいきましょう。OK。始めていきましょう。Y ボタン。多くものには伝統が染みついています。間違いな行動をとるとすぐに新参者と。あ、これちゃんと読まなきゃいけないかな。よいしょ。パンチがないの。音でけえな。どうした？音ずれか？クトゥルフ。来ちゃってんなこれ。この人多分主人公も結構残業とか多かったんだろうな。病んじゃってんだこれ。何ボタン？これ難しいねこれ。
If I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
気がする。ジェンバンダーバーグからの手紙。チャールズ・リードさんへ。あなたの要望通りマサチューセッツ州のオークモント州における集団ヒステリー、そして厳格な発症に関して調査しました。どうやらあなたの仮説は正しかったようです。確かにそのような状況がこちらでは頻繁に起きています。街が浸水し、未知の何か偉大なものが存在しているという幻覚に男女問わず取り憑かれています。やべえとこだな。まるで国内からは人々がオークモントに引き寄せられているかのようです。幸運にもあなたが持つ病の原因を発見しました。病ね。それにあなたの助けになれそうな人物を見つけました。準備をしてできる限り早くオークモントにお越しください。こちらに来ていただければ私がご案内しましょう。慎んで。ヨハネス・バンダーバーグさん。バーグなんかいっぱい手に入れた。何？長押しするのね。巻き羽。結構主人公距離近いなこれ。もうちょっと離れらんねえのか。ライト。 カメラね。折りたたみのカメラ。決定的証拠。なんでしょ
Never
う。
trust a tourist advertisement.
あー、よし。ここ諦めればダメだな。こんにちは。
Now get out!
はい、すいません。大ボタン。はい。
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
え、いきなりこれ。いや、まあ、まずはお金持ってそうなんだよ
That's
な。
an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a
Interesting.
big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the bar. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I've found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
洪水のは気になるな。
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
ロバートさんを聞いていこ
Can you tell me a little about Mr. Throgmorton?
A remarkable creature, scion of a robust bloodline, a philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you.
う。巣作り。
There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
あんたの職業は何だ
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia. gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
さようなら。
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No, no. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
地図何どれ押すんだこれか。あ、オッケー。ボートがここにあるのね。いや広いな。これやばいぞ。もういっか。
We'll meet again, Mr.
はい、また。ちょっと考えながら行こう、ちゃんと。俺は薄いな、ドラム缶が。第一村人発見だな。ちょっと声かけてみようかな。あれいけね。ここからか。これこんにちは。
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
よろしくお願いします。あ、種がまかれた。なんか落ちてんのかな。ちょっと待って、やばいかも。ワカメ。スタミナ減ってんな。やべえやべえ。ちょい。よいしょ。サメ。これは何？知らない生き物だな。まあいいか。偉そうな
I
人がいる。
don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is
Sarge.
fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested.
めっちゃサルじゃ
Go
ん。
away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
これ話すげえ長えんだな。息子に何
If
かあ
I
ったん
may
ですか？
ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells.
ダメだ。
They
全然
are
覚えきれん。
everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your
結構優
dreams.
しいね。ちょっと見た目やっぱそうだよな、聞きたい
Please
じゃん。
forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
確かにいい顔だ。
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
フェラ。
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
投げ。
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in front of it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
え、わかりづら。
As much as I'm enjoying...
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
証拠。記憶の宮殿で手がかりを組み合わせたり写真を撮ったりして証拠を得ます。はあ。え？漁師の家がここってこと？ん？人住んでる？こんにちは。お邪魔します。お、ザバス。びっちょびちょ。汚ねえなおい。汚ねえなおい。サバ水が。よし。ちょっと置くか。こんにちは。
Huh. This This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
これまったりだな。あ、盗む？悪いな。お、日
The
記。
book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
あ、普通の本ってことね。いや、これ出せねえだろ、これ。お、2階がある。うわぁ、すごいショック受けてるわ。と、
5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
うまいね。心の目。
Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
これ何ですか？なにこのふわふわしてんの。あ、これ写真に撮るみたいなやつ？なんかある。どういうこと？
Glenna Gebheil Nukulina Haften.
え？どういうこと？なんか気持ち悪くなるなこれ。また同じかよ。
Glenna Gebheil Nukulina Haften.
はい。ここにいたってことなるね。なんかさ、ケースブック。こっちに、攻撃できるん？どうやって攻撃した今？わかんないな。死んでるじゃん。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
なんか今プラプラしてなかった？なになになになになに？なに？なになになに？なになになに？なになになになに？ちょっと待って。どういうこと？どういうこと？土下座してびっくりしちゃったな。おい。
Never seen knives like this before. Master for work. Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
マジでさ、あれまだいいないわ。なんか立ってる。気持ち悪いな、なんか。どうした
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
死んでたのがポールだ
Who
ね。
is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsider, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or Kay? Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
記憶の宮殿を見た方がいいのかな。突然の精神異常。魚の顔のやつがいないのか。誰だよ。警察か。
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Choo choo.
なんかチュンチュン言ってるわ。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
さっきの何だったんだよ。
It's
せえうるせえうるせえ。もう大体こんなもんだよな。よし。さっきのやつ、これもこら辺もなんかここなんだっけ。このマーク何なんだよ。ねえな。よし。2 3 なんもないか。数字振ってあるんだよな。23。
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
投げられた。過去詞。重要な場面。何これ入れ替えるって。
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
なんかあるぞ。なんだこれ。マジわかんない。どういうこと？
Take this, ape face.
どういうこと？これやばいぞ。
Run!
どういうこと？あ、これをどかして外に逃げたってこと？はあはあはあ。このまま外に回れるのかな？違う。これはグダるぞ。あ、でここに落ちたんか。へえ。こりゃまずいぞ。まず難易度を下げよう。なるほど。まず一旦保存。 そんなすぐ帰らんねえのか。
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer.
I've
Keep
said
your
everything
hands
I
where I
know.
can see them.
I've said everything I know. I've said everything I know.
ああ、こりゃ下るぞ。あ、こっちにもあった。
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
ああ、これが1。あ、こんな感じね。
What's happening?
Take this, ape face.
3。
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
今なんかチラッとなんなかった。こういう感じね。オッケーオッケー。お、
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
これ見えてなかったな。ここから行ったってことね。うん、いた。うん。何このロックって。うわ、なんか難しい。家の中の乱闘。
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And
I've
keep your
said
hands
everything
where
I
I can
know.
see them.
I gave you clear instructions, did I
はい、
not?
はい、はい。すいません、すいません。手がかりはない。外に逃げていってどっかにいるんじゃろ。これが救命艇か。よいしょ。
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
なんかついてんだよな。アルバート・スログモートンの遺言。誰かがこれを見つけてくれますように。私はアルバート・スログモートン。これは私の遺言だ。警告書をオークモントの下にある深海には行かないでくれ。あそこには決してやるべきじゃなかった悪の口に残しておくべきだった。教授、自分がどうなってしまうのか怖い。あれが頭の中で歌っている。目を閉じるために踊っている。おかしくなってんな。
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
それは大変
You
だ。
like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
なんかあるよな。おいおい。いけないんかい。ちょ待って待って。ちょっと待って、登れないとこ多すぎない。ちょ危ない危ない。 開かない。これ記憶の宮殿なんかやんなきゃいけないな、これ。伝承。あ、まだなんか宮殿なんかありますか？ゲームの仕組みをちゃんと理解してないぞ、これ。やばいぞ。話しかけられない。これを聞いちゃった方がいいのか、そもそも。
I still hear those voices.
ああ、困ったぞ。これだな。ケースブックを関連がある手がかりを組み合わせている証拠、推論。あ、なんか組み合わせができるのか。どういうこと？何か組み合わせるのか。あ、どういうこと？ああ、なるほど。これを組み合わせていくのね。突然の精神異常。アルバート・スログモートは何らかの精神的影響を与え、近くにいた全員をヒステリー状態に陥れた。これ組み合わせ大丈夫か？さっきのやつ消えたの？どういうこと？アルバート・スローグモートンは危険で、ルイス・フリントな、違う。何これめっちゃ難しいんだけど。 行方不明。アルバートが広めたヒステリー、反スログモーターの心情。こんな感じでなんかまとまってるのね。めちゃくちゃ難しいじゃん、おい。お、追跡できるのね。オッケー。ん？心の目。ほほほほ。あっち？どこ？こっちね。オッケーオッケー。走って走る。お？どうした？うんこか。今日。
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
で、こっちに。
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
もう登るんか。よいしょ。こんなか。オッケー。なんか声がする。なんかぐちゃぐちゃしてんな。なんもない？なんもねえか。どうした？なんか入ってる。
There's something in the pocket.
血がついた紙切れ。ルイス頼む。あと1週間待ってくれ。お前に借りがあることはちゃんと分かってる。でも俺もみんなと同じ苦しいんだ。今もサツが港をうろついてるから十分な在庫は手に入らねえ。店が回らねえんだ。でも心配するな。金持ちといい取引ができそうだ。これで時期に供給が安定するはずだ。あと1週間。そしたら利子を2倍にして返してやる。ピーラー。はい。
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
まあ下にいんだろうな。まだ上だけ見とくか。なんかある。電話。上行こう。開かない。こんにちは。そこだろうな。
The door won't budge.
なんかさっき攻撃してたじゃん。どうやってやったんさっき。お、できた。オーケー。チカチカしてるけど大丈夫？ちょっと待って。なんかいる。なんかいる。なんかいるんだけど。 いや、カメラ扉の裏にいて、お前、なんだったんだ。何これ。吊るされてまで生きてるか。
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident.
わあ、マジか。
This was deliberate.
ビチョビチョうるせえな。最悪。そうだよな。決定的証拠だよな、これな。
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
これ言いづれえな、これ。ケースブック。これでまとめていくんか。そうだよな。ほんでね、借金が、あ、そういうこと。思ってたと違ったわ。これ魚じゃないよな。これ魚じゃないよな。魚これ。魚か。なんかちょっと歪んできてんだよな。下ろしてあげられないのかな、これ。やべ。
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
あ、音楽がおどろおどろしい。よいしょ。とんでもねえ証拠を見つけちゃったな。よいしょ。あ、走れるこれで。あ、迷っちゃった。どこだ？降りて。言いづれー。まだ言うとこじゃないのか。
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis.
もっと
He
確
and
認して
I
から
are
言えばよ
due
か
a
ったな。
reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
あとはな、
Mr.
これこれ。
Throckmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
よし、酒場に行くか。酒場、あれ、わかんねえぞ。酒場。これ何？これ何？いや、あ、ネズミか。お、いや、これ。やっちゃいけないことやってる気がするこれ。酒場っぽいところにね。で、さっきの場所に。そこが酒場なわけねえよな。クレーン。お、何これ。あ、酒場。あ、これいいんだ。どこよ入り口。これ裏か。お、あ、この建物ね。ここか。お、なんかいる。
Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days. Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Baby. どうしよう。
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
みんなやべえな。
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
カーペンター。
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
ああ、ハーモニカ吹いてて喋れない。なんで？あ、ごめん。
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
ごめんなさい。すいません。
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around, like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
聞くか。
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
さよなら。ん？え？ワープした。
You want a drink?
ワープしたそれ。この集めてるアイテムってこれ何に使うんじゃん？よいしょ。ストレッチしてる。
What the? Get them! Oh!
よいしょと。ここか。お？
Hey, who are you? What are you
やべや
doing?
した。
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Rock. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
何が起きたんですか？
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
なんで
You
これ？
shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
まあ、外見聞く
What
か。
kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
みんなプライドあんだな、これ。まあ、なんで
I
やっ
hear
てん
there's a
のか
bit
な
of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
根深い。
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
Grand family.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
いやでもちょっと待てよ。おいおいおい、進んじゃうのこれで。どうしようかな。これだよな。こっからどうしよう。 かばうべきっつってもな、手はあげたいんだけど厳しいよな。
You want a drink?
どうしたもんかな。これはなんだ。
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
すいません。どうしよっかな。まだ話した方がいいのかな。もう一回こっちで。
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
さっきなんかいたもんな。
My head! I still hear those voices. My head! I still hear those voices.
なんかまたアルコールが取れた。
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
すげえ喋ってんだよな。
Grenna, Nehri, Grenna, Gebhal, Nukulina,
浮いてるんだもんな。まあいや、話しに行くしかないな。どうしたもんかな。
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
すべての証拠が揃った。どういうこっちゃ。タイタニア。
I've said everything I know.
本当にどうしようかな。嘘をついたら大変なことになるよな。酒場にいます。
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
やべ、おっちゃん撃っちゃった。
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills. I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
調査本部に行けばいいんだな。どこ？調査本部ってどこよ？こっちじゃねえんだけど。ちゃうよな。あっちかな。あ、こんにちは。うわ、冷た。魚のおじさんどうなっちゃった？
The door won't budge.
殺されたか。あ、いけるようになってる。ありませんが、ロバート・スログモントはオークモントを襲っている集団ヒステリーの原因を突き止めるべく遠征調査の資金援助をした。調査ではオークモント付近の海底を調べる予定だった。調査隊との連絡がすぐに途切れ、アルバート・スログモートが唯一生き残った。しかし彼はその後に殺害されている。私が雇われたのは生死に関わらず調査員を見つけ出すためだった。スログモートンはオールドグローブ南部にある邸宅かで私、はい。
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
下か日記。何が USS サイクロプスを沈没させたのかわからない。覚えてるのは叫び声、金属がぶつかる音、甲板に溢れる水、それに頭痛、今まで一番ひどかった。俺は揺らめく海藻の中で 溺れていた。近くにあった船の断片破片によじ登り、小島の岸までたどり着いた。その後誰かが発見してくれた。腹を空かせて半分狂っていた俺は古代の遺跡やそこの住民についてわけのわからないことを喋っていたらしい。警察は俺が見たと思っていたものは全て現実ではないと言った。だが俺の記憶が正しい。あの試練を乗り越えた後に得た奇妙な力がその証拠だ。あの島で何か恐ろしいものを見た。古くて黒い蛇のように這うものだ。今でも忘れない。はい。作文が上手なんだな。あ、着替えられるの？じゃあウィンドコートで。OK。間違えちゃうんだよな。
Never again, they say.
バンダーバーグ、リードさんへスログモトンさんから依頼を受けた調査に力を入れすぎたようですね。ブレイにもお伝えしますが、気を失ったあなたを発見して悪魔の岩礁ホテルに連れてきたのは私です。今後はもっと気をつけてください。今回毎回あなたの面倒を見れるわけではありませんって。すいませんでした。これは調べられるぞ。これ銃どうやってリロードする？あ、オッケーオッケーオッケーオッケー。リロードしとこう。オッケー。で、カメラ。カメラ。そう、カメラの存在忘れてた。
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
お金と同じって言ってたのにな。すべての窓を塞いで、あいつらただの人間だ。行為の王。もうここには入れない。俺しかいない。俺とあの悪夢だけだ。もう少しだ。どういうこっちゃ。何もない。
The door.
アーチャーさん、あんたが何か引きずって部屋に入れるのを見た。床はきれいに使ってくれ。
Won't budge.
アーチャーさんね。開かない。ウェイトか。お、邪魔します。火薬。灯台が消えた。数隻の船が海で迷い、そのうちいくつか町の浜辺に打ち上げられている。それが一つ。だが今、野心ある者が港で作業員を雇って船を回収しようとしている。あいつは回収した船を売ってかなりの利益を上げている。偶然じゃないだろうな。調査した方がいい。この町への航行がそれほど難しくなければよいのだが。あいつって誰だ？お猿のおじさん？何？なのねな。開かない。OK。
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
騒ぎ。
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
首に切れ込み入っとるよ、この人。なんかめちゃめちゃめちゃめちゃもらったじゃん。一個一個。さっきのやつは読んだな、これな。読んだな。読んだな。さっきのやつはなんだ？これなんだ？これか。めっちゃいっぱいあるやん。サイドクエストたくさんあるじゃん。なに孤独な女いくら洪水の被害が大きくてもこの町には異様な魅力がある。厳格に襲われると知っていても街歩きはやめられない。サルベーション港の東部に行った。フィッツオカラハン通りとフォールドチャーチ街道の交差点に着いた時にまた発作が起こった。凄まじい孤独感と恐怖だった。俺は女になって部屋に閉じ込められており、病気にかかっていた。俺はゆっくり腐っていく。体が何か別のものに変わった。とても痒くなり顔が。俺は両手で顔を必死に押さえ、窒息寸前まで膨れ上がるのを止めようとした。気づいた時には、俺は道端で泣いていた。インスマスの人に蹴られてどっかに行くよう命令されるまで。地図上の位置。違う。ちょっと待って。サルベーション後頭部。サルベーション。どこや。これ何これは。オークモント。サルベーション港ってどこだ。まずわかんないな。これ消したい。なるほど。場所が通り名が出てるからな。フィッツオカラハン通りとフォールドチャーチ街道の交差点。フィッツオールド。フィッツオールド。フィッツ。フィッツ。フィッツオールド、ここか。オカラハン通りとオールドチャーチ。ここだ。ちょっとサイドストーリーだけど行ってみようか。 こじゃい、ここ。いいので行ってみてみよう。オッケー。お、いいね。結構まっすぐだ。あ、間違えてる。あ、いいか。ちょっとセーブしとこう。よし。こんにちは。これか？急に現れた気がするんだけど、気のせいか。あれ？間取りが一緒だな。すげえいっぱい。すごいいっぱいなんかもらった。これなんだ？ありがとうございます。ひらブツブツ言ってる。やべ、なんかブンブン言ってるぞ。お、すげえ手に入るな。おいおいおい。なんかある。お父さんへ昼寝から目覚めるたら。目覚めるたら。裏の部屋の窓が壊れていたからお母さんを探しに行ってくるね。遠くには行ってないはず。見つけたらきっと私の言うことを聞いてくれる。お母さんにご飯を持っていくと時々変な顔で見るの。私のことを覚えているみたい。隙間から手を出して私の手を掴もうとすることもある。でもお父さんに言われたように白い線より後ろに立って棒でお盆を渡した。そしたらお母さんは泣き出したの。本当に早く良くなってほしい。心配しないでお母さんを見つけて連れて帰るから。大好きだよレイチェル。EK ってなんや。EK や、お母さん、あれお母さん、あれお母さん、あれお母さんか。ちょっとしゃべる。あのお母さんな。これご飯、これご飯だよ。いや、なんか出よう。ダメ危ないからやめよう。ああ、大丈夫。いいよいいよ。ここの下にいたりもする。え、あ、これで取れるのね。ちょっとさ、取ってやるぜ。 いいチャンスだ。取ってやる。よし。こんにちは。いやいやいや、ちょっと怖い怖い。まあ、取れたよね。よし、まあ、とりあえず下に行こう。よいしょっと。びっくりした。またなんか見つけちゃったかと思ったよ。臭い。いや、もうビチビチうるせえな。いや、うるさいうるさい。いやいやいやいやいや。えなんか来てない？ちょ何やってんの？何やってん？ああ。
Don't do it,
あ、ごめん、
Eagle
あ、
and
違う、ごめん。どこにいたん？あれ。なんかめちゃくちゃ拾えるじゃん。何これ？なんかできるの？あ、スキル。生命力、精神力。今、ポイントが。罠。くるぶし紙。どういうことや？7発。天井。EK。あれ、倒せるんか。クラフトみたいなのできるのかなこれ。あ、作成材料。作ろう。あと、弾？こっち火薬多く使うのか。ちょっと待って、応急薬、精神剤。よし、とりあえずこれで行ってみっか。ちょっとあれだわ。やられる気がするわ。よし。オッケー。どこ？いた。出てきた。やばい、なんかやばい気がする。ちょっと待って。でかいの来てない？いや。消えた？ けど表出てきたぜだって今。見ましたさっきの。いやあれ倒してないだろう。ちょっと行ってみっか。ほら見て重いからなんだこいつ。クソ M ちょっと待って。お前あいつ弾がない。まだいるんかよ。なんだよお前。どこ行ったん？やべえんだけど。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って、これどうやって使うの？これどうやって使うの？どうやって使うの？どうやって使うんだよ。オッケー。あれはやばい。うわやるじゃん。やばい。どこですこれ？さっきの場所。ちょっと違うな。あれだわ。手動保存。あれあれでさっきのどこだったっけ？ここか。なんで遠いところで出るんだよ。セーブデータがわからん。あれ？ちょっともうよくわかんねえな。なんだこれ。こんにちは。 なんもねえんかい。あ、盗んじゃう。これだけか。いや、ちょっと待って。すいません。配達せすぎる。ここか？そうだな。あれどこだっけね。
What's your problem?
あ、これか。とりあえずなんか弾を作っとくか。オッケー。チップチにある。でけえのやっちゃわないとな、これ。何？知らないやつだ。知らないやつ。おいて。何それ、気持ち悪い。かく。ラグ。ちょっと待って。めっちゃラグいんだけど、何消えた。え消えたんですけど。このスニークキルみたいなのがあったりする？硬い。いった。やばいってなんか。そうだよな。俺は探偵だからな。戦闘はやめよう。はあ。これ弾は減ってるんか。ちょっと今日ここまでにしようかな。よし、こいつだけ撃ってくるぞ。
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seem like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
お、やる。
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. See you later.
これだったらすぐできそうな気がするな。ヴィンセントという名の男に公開日誌を見つけてほしいと依頼された。シェルズ南部。シェルズってのはどこだね。ここか。オールドコロニー通り。オールドコロニー通り。わかりづれえな、おい。ムーアランド。ムーアランド。ムーアランド。ムーアランドとオールドコロニー。ムーアランドに。ムーアランドってここしかないよね。オールドコロニー通り。あ、これか。ここか。うん、こんな感じか。っていうことはいけるな。これで小遣い稼ぎして今日は終わりにしよう。よしよし。間違ってんな。あんま戦いたくねえな、このゲーム。
Just
fish. 大丈夫？変だよ。なんか生えてるもんな。ここから右に怖えな。このカードまっすぐか。いや違う、もう一個。あ、出てる。まっすぐ。 違うな、これじゃねえ。合ってるか。つけられる場所はね、あ、なんか降りれた。めちゃめちゃカクついてんな。お、ここじゃね。
I wonder what happened to the chemicals.
コミカ。あ、これね。水位が上昇している。ゴランが積み荷のロープを切って海に放り投げようとしたら、彼が樽にぶつかって海へ突き落とされてしまった。エンジンが停止し、船が浸水している。岸は近い。船員たちはたった一つの救命艇に乗っていったが、私はここから離れない。神よ、どうか我々を助けてくれ。
Get off my ship, you newcomer rat!
めっちゃ怒ってる。
Get off my ship, you newcomer rat!
すいません。よし、報告に行こう。これなんかファストトラベルみたいなのねえのかな。あ、違う。移動めんどくせえな。よいしょ。
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
おっちゃん。
Good news. I got the ship log of the Pride safe and sound.
Let me see. Yes. Yes. The last page is exactly what I need. Good job, Reed.
I expect the pay to be just as good.
Sure, sure. Take this. And I have 2 more tasks for a man as capable as you are.
Find more ships. I wouldn't pass up the extra dollars or bullets.
These next ones won't be so easy. But you showed yourself a capable and trustworthy man. So prepare your guns. It might get hot. I've bought 2 more ships, Red Queen and Skylark. Both are troublesome.
The Red Queen. Sounds nice. What happened to Her Majesty?
You won't say that when you see it. It crashed near the asylum and, something happened to it. Made me shiver. Even when I saw it from afar.
Well, where do you think the Skylark flies?
I only have a guess. You see, it was no ordinary ship. Cargo on it? Well, it was under prohibition, if you know what I mean.
You think the smugglers got it?
I saw a box with the ship's name. Some hobo was burning it for warmth. For a bullet, he told me he found it near the old Wharf Street harbor.
I'll get started, Vince. Soon the logs will be yours.
I'll be waiting here. We newcomers should stick together around these parts.
お、報酬もらったの。ライフルの弾、ライフル自体はどうした？ライフル自体。どっかに置いたんだろう。ねえな。よし、じゃあ一段落終えたところであ、いいねで今日はお疲れ様でした。